Okay. Posting this on Twitter. Okay. Okay, here we go. We are live. Hello, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good start to their weekend here. Okay. Hey, Wasabi Guy, Eric, RW, R Eddie, Anna Wax, Suspect 13 Reward, Ricky, Drifter, Max Ice. Okay. Great monthly event this month. What you're talking about the crates on GTA? Who's that, Ricky? Where I currently am, Kobe. Have you ever had surgery? No. The Bounty Hunter month in Reddit Online. Oh, what's the event? All right, next Thursday, Dead Rising remake, right? Yep, that's right. Hey Eddie, thank you for the super chat, man. It's 2 times gold and money on bounties this month. Oh, that's great. Okay. That's good then. No, I actually have the Plague Tale games when they were available on PlayStation Store, but I never actually, I never really actually played them. Hey Pro, I played a Drop Elusive Target Hitman 3. Have I released a Disruptor Elusive Target video to all viewers? No, I haven't released that video to all viewers yet, but when is that new Hitman Target 9? When is that video, no, the target, how long is the target good for? Like, when does it expire? What's up, Long John, Lance? Oh, this machine gun has been really effective. No, I haven't, Zombie Fanatic. My day was good. How was yours, Elijah? There's still, Ace Attorney is still not finished yet. That was technically the ending, but there's a DLC case that takes place after that. And we're gonna play through that also. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's new then, 9. Okay.
Damn it! It's a sunset trail for you.
Wow, 6 months. Nice to see the occasional GTA 4 stream or another game with an online multiplayer. Would some of the people here agree? Yeah, I will. I'm gonna be. I want to add another game, like a random game stream to my schedule. And I want to do more GTA 4 streams because I know those are popular. People like them a lot. Thank you, Wasabi Guy. And thank you, Kenny. Hey, Pro, I've never played with you. Am I able to join? Well, you'd have to have me added or have somebody else in here added. Do I have you added, Kenny? We need Apollo Justice to take down Kim Jong-un.
Hellfire! Damn it! Holy hell!
I think that Reddit Online definitely had a lot of potential, but unfortunately this game was abandoned. Oh yeah, the Hitman, if you buy the entire collection of Hitman, like Hitman 1 through 3, the new ones, with Freelancer mode, it's definitely worth it. It's a very enjoyable game. Oh, can you tell me what your PSN is, Kenny? As much as I enjoy seeing the usual Reddit Online, GTA Online streams, they feel repetitive sometimes. Just saying. Yeah, I might mix it up with GTA 4, because I know people have requested GTA 4 a lot. What's my opinion on J-12, the Barkov Russian soldier that shot up Farah's home, Farah's family in their home? That mission reboot was dark. Yes, it was. What? It's the first time he plays a child in a Modern Warfare game or a Call of Duty game. Why do I still have the bounty target? This makes no sense. Yes, I'm gonna play Metal Gear Solid 1 soon. We just have 2 more parts left of Fallout 3. I'm gonna wrap that up, and we're gonna start playing Metal Gear Solid, yes. Hi, can you send me an invite? Sure, Brandon. Where did Gamer Knight go? Did he leave? Oh. Damn. Ooh. I'm surprised the horse is still alive. I do have a PS3, yes. Oh, okay, Dreadnought Warrior, yes, he did, SSR William. Oh yeah, Barkov was a much better villain than Makarov was, yeah. Oh, by the way, you know something, when I made that post, last year, asking who was a better villain, original Makarov or Modern Warfare, 3, reboot Makarov, like the new one, and it was like the most one-sided poll that I've ever seen, where 98% of people said that original Makarov was better than the new Makarov. Oh, this is actually a very far right Aurora Basin. Yeah, that's a bit far. Hey, what's up, Mario, Zach? Maybe I'll give those games a chance one day, Zach. Oh, no, wait, this is Aurora Basin. Okay, wait, actually not as far as I thought it would be. Oh, yeah, I'll play Sniper Elite Resistance, yes. Oh, great, we gotta look for this guy here, find this guy. Who would win, Student Lone Saints or Modern Warfare 3 Reboot Makarov? Oh, man. That's a good one. No, I haven't broken. I will give Ace Attorney Investigations a chance. I want to play it also. Oh, crap. And we're also going to be doing, near the end of this month, we're going to be doing a couple playthroughs, World at War and Black Ops 1. And we'll also do, in October, we will do, San Andreas. That's the San Andreas 20th anniversary. That's what we'll do. When do you think it went wrong for Red Dead Online? Like, you. I was someone who held out hope for the game for a long time. I think that the deal... What I think killed Red Dead Online, my theory, I think that it was the casino DLC for GTA Online, the casino heist. I think that's what killed Red Dead Online. Because if you look, December 2019 is the last time we got a decently sized Red Dead Online update. And it was the Moonshine update. It was smaller than Frontier's Pursuits, but it was still a decently sized update. And what happened was GTA Online released a casino heist that same month. Now, remember... that Casino Heist, when Casino Heist came out, it was a heist like we've never had before in the game. So many people came back to the game, so many new players started downloading the game. You know, the amount of people on GTA Online just soared. And what I think personally happened is I think that Rockstar Games saw the amount of people playing GTA Online, the amount of money they made from shark cards on the Casino Heist, and they basically said, let's put less effort into Red Dead Online. Let's just focus on GTA Online. And that's probably where I think it finally died, right there. It was December 2019. And then, like, if you look, like, half a year later, in, like, July of 2020, they added the Naturalist update, which has sucked. It wasn't, like, you know, it was probably our last decently sized update, but it wasn't that good. So I think it was ultimately the Casino Heist. And if you look at it, you know, Cayo Perico came out December 2020, and that got really popular. Red Dead Online released what? It was Bounty Hunter expansion. They could have made Heist Red Dead Online. Oh, I agree with you. I do agree, yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you, Kenny, for the super chat. Kenny, I will add you after the stream because I can't add anybody right now. But I'll add you after the stream and so that we can play in the future. Okay, Kenny? Let's wait until, like, 6 minutes and we'll deliver this target. What would be my first reaction if all the big-name celebrities everyone looks up to as gods suddenly disappear off the face of the earth? I don't pay attention to these celebrities, Orion. You know, what they do doesn't really interest me, and, you know, I think that a lot of them are just entitled. I just never liked the idea of, like, when you know what I commonly refer to as celebrities? I commonly see celebrities as, like, aristocrats. That's the modern-day aristocrats. That's what I see them as. Because hundreds of years ago, there was a class of people called the aristocracy, and the aristocracy basically treated everybody that wasn't an aristocrat like crap. They looked down on them. They basically told them, you have to worship us. We are, you know, the ruling families. We are, you know, privileged. We come from a special, you know, family name. And they would basically treat everybody like idiots. And a lot of times I feel like the celebrities today are the modern day aristocrats. Do sites like OF support trafficking? What's OF? Wait, what are you talking about? Suspect 13, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I don't really know anything. I don't really know anything about that site. I just, from what I hear in the news, just creepy and disgusting stuff constantly with that site. So if that site was involved in that stuff, I would not be surprised. I'm having a bad day, Pat. My phone is falling apart. There's a green line on my screen. I've had my Samsung Galaxy 20 Plus for nearly 4 years since 2020. At this point, I'm getting a new phone. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Phoenix. Who is my favorite president? I will tell you my favorite president in every century except the 21st century, because I stay away from modern politics. My favorite president in the 18th century is George Washington. Favorite president in the 19th century is Abraham Lincoln. Favorite president in the 20th century is Teddy Roosevelt. Pro, Alderaan in Star Wars: The Old Republic was an aristocracy. Yes, aristocracy. Yes, it was a planet full of aristocrats, and the aristocrats treated the everybody else like garbage. And if you play Star Wars: The Old Republic and you go to Alderaan, you see how rude and entitled the aristocrats are.
Dead one, huh? No fun. It's yours.
I'm sorry if I'm talking a little bit slow today, guys. It's just these allergies have just been bothering me lately the last couple days. What about Bail Organa? I thought he was a good person. Kind of, yeah, but a lot of other people in Alderaan were just scumbags. Oh, Star Wars Outlaws? I don't know. One of the things that... No, who is that? A YouTuber, Ricky? Oh, great, my, About Star Wars Outlaws, the reason that I didn't end up getting into it, the reason I didn't end up playing it, was because you didn't really get the chance to be a really bad person. The main character that's in the game is generally like a good person, and if you're playing like an outlaw game, the fact that you cannot, you know, do bad things, that kind of annoys me. So, that's what I'll say about it. Okay. The takedowns are pathetic, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with people, why people have to be so disrespectful like that, Orion. It's a possibility, but whatever the last update for GTA Online, I think that they're gonna make a big update. It's gonna be a big update, whatever the final update is. It'll be a big one. I think that GTA 5 will end with a big update. I think they're going to want a big update to be the final one. The Watch Dogs movie finished filming today, really? When is it gonna come out? Search the area for the target. I can probably find this guy quickly because I memorized a lot of the locations he spawns in. Okay, Brandon, we can help you sell that a little bit later too. Sometimes he spawns here. Okay, and the other spawn point is behind the barn. Okay, they're not behind the barn. There's 2 more places they can spawn in. They can also spawn at the lumber yard. Oh, there he is. I see him. What lore videos am I currently working on? I have a video, top 10 most annoying types of GTA Online players 2024. It's coming out this weekend. Either tomorrow, if it doesn't come out tomorrow, it'll come out Sunday. I'll tell you what, not to be political, the debate was so one-sided, constantly fact-checking one candidate. Yo, Mario, though, thank you for the super chat, but I really don't want to, speak on anything, you know, political related. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, no matter how this election goes, half the country's gonna be pissed off. No matter who wins, half the country's gonna be pissed. So it's you know, I'm just staying out of this.
How them coins look for your efforts?
Wait, what do you mean, Orion? Can you explain? Oh, only $8 for that? Okay. Marcelo's death in Max Payne 3, yeah, it was very brutal. Fool's Gold in 27 minutes. Okay, Brandon. I will agree. I don't have a favorable view of the media, but you know, I just want to stay out of the political stuff. I'm playing Reddit Online, and I met the mobster for blood money, and it said purchase the hired gun kit to get started. It cost me 5 gold bars, and all I got out of it was drinks, food, and a bandana. Yeah. But hired gun kit. I don't remember that. Hired gun kit to get started. I think you get to start the blood money missions without needing any kind of business or anything. You just talk to Guido Martelli, and he, Gamer Knight, you want to rejoin the posse? Yeah, I heard about that Concord game that got shut down. I don't really know much about it. I know it's like Sony was trying to promote it, but it failed. Who do you think is smarter, Phoenix or Edgeworth? I'd say probably Phoenix because he's quicker than Edgeworth. Though I will say about Edgeworth is, what does Edgeworth do better than Phoenix, though? Edgeworth is not as easily intimidated as Phoenix, that's what I'll say. Is Phoenix gets scared a lot pretty quickly. Pretty easily, he gets scared. Edgeworth is a more, you know, cool and collected guy. He doesn't get scared as often. The most sadistic character in the GTA world? Catalina, probably. Catalina, Dimitri. Pro, did you hear what happened? People aren't getting early access to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign because they want more sales. That's what I think their motive. Wait, what do you mean? They promised early access and now they don't have it? Wait, can you explain what you mean, Golden Stripe? Is it true that GTA 6 got delayed? Don't believe any of it, dude. Not until you hear from Rockstar. Once you hear from Rockstar, you'll know it's true. Until then, don't listen to it.
Bonjour, patron. Allons-y.
Okay, strong moonshine.
Oh, as you wish. But it can be made to be cheaper, huh?
Fun fact, the PS3 has a Blu-ray player when released in 2006. At the time, Blu-ray is new CD format that released a year ago. The most cheapest Blu-ray player in 2006 is $500 US, $900 today's money. PS3, PS5 Pro. Wait, so the PS5 Pro, wait, thank you Kool-Aid for the super chat. PS5 Pro does not have a Blu-ray drive. Wait, I'm a Blu-ray player. I'm a bit confused. Can you explain more, Kool-Aid guy? You don't have to super chat me again. I'll just look for your comment. But can you explain what you mean? I'm a bit confused now. Yeah, well, I know the PS5 Pro doesn't have the disc drive, but those optional disc drives that you can buy, are those Blu-ray compatible? I'll send Gamer Night an invite, yeah. Kick him from Posse and then re-invite him again here. But yeah, Kool-Aid has a point though that even the PS3 back in 2006 has a disc drive and the current one doesn't. No, I haven't played Star Wars Outlaws, Robert. How do I become a moonshiner? You would have to just buy the moonshine business. You would have to go meet Maggie at the name of the place? I think it's Emerald Ranch. Right, it's Emerald Ranch. That's where you have to meet Maggie there. You should have a little notification for her being there also. Yeah, they are not giving out early access to players to play the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 campaign. The reason is to make the players wait till October. They don't want it to flop like Modern Warfare 3. Oh, because a lot of people that played the Modern Warfare 3 campaign early got pissed, right? Hey, Pro, I'm still not able to play GT Online this Sunday. I have an emotional breakdown. My heaven best friend, Sadness. He's a loner person. They only have me. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear about that, Agent Reaper, and you have my condolences, man. If you want to talk, anytime, just message me, and we can talk. Here we go. If you want to play a real Star Wars Outlaw game, play Star Wars Bounty Hunter Remastered. That's an Outlaw game. Hey, Pro, remember me? Green, I don't know if I do. I'm sorry, dude. There's just a lot of people that come into chat. I personally don't care when GTA 6 comes out. I have more important things to worry about, like bills and responsibilities. My life doesn't depend on GTA. I agree with you on Titan. You know, I'm not, like, obsessing over the date. And I have plenty of games that I want to play before, like, GTA 6 comes out. So I'm not obsessing over it. I will, thanks for ask. Please don't remove me on PSN. Agent Reaper, I'm not going to remove you on PSN. Don't worry about that, dude. Thank you for the super chat. Remind me what's your PSN again, but I don't, I'm just sorry, I have so many people on my friends list, like 2,000 people, but I don't delete people normally. I don't, so don't worry about it, dude. Oh, Marcus, okay. But, the only 2 times I delete people, there's only 2 reasons I delete people. And the only 2 reasons I delete people for is, 1, if the person does something really toxic, but that hasn't happened in, like, years. And the other reason is if the person has been offline for more than a year. If they've been offline for more than a year, typically I will remove them. But other than that, then no, I don't really delete people. So don't worry about it, Agent. You're good. Okay. I'm about to get Black Side and play through too. That's one of my favorite games that you've done. Well, thank you, Kenny. I'm glad that you enjoyed it, dude. And Agent Reaper, what's your PSN again? Just remind me, dude. I'm sorry.
I ain't getting caught up in this. What the? Ah! Goddamn lot of you. Don't, damn it. Fuck.
Don't eat the lobster. Worst mistake in my life at Arby's. What? What happened, dude? Out of all the gangs in Bully, which one do you hate the most? Which one do you like the most? My favorite gang in Bully are the Greasers. The gang I hate the most in Bully are the rich kids. Was the PS5 Pro named after you? No, I don't think so, Preston. You know, I started playing Fallout 4 again, and I started raiding settlements, and I got that trophy where you set up like 8 raider settlements in the Commonwealth. But Agent Reaper, are you okay? You here, man? You gonna be okay? You can talk to me anytime, dude. Why do loads of people take steroids to gain muscles? Because they feel like they probably feel like they can't get muscle any other way, and they resort to that. In Bully, I like Jimmy and Peter, but everyone sucks. Yeah, most of the kids in Bully are scumbags. Thank you, Naomi. Gary's the worst one. Hey, Fresto, could I ask you something? What's your question, dude? Gary's a psychopath. Pro, if I made Stars Outlaws, you would be able to do some really bad things, like kill the head of the Pike Syndicate and take it over for yourself, or extort the rebels. Yeah, there should be a number of bad things that you can do in the game, but just generally, the fact that your character's just generally a good person, that kind of sucks.
You'll get the going rate as soon as they're in a cell. Take them down there. Payment's here.
You said I'm okay a little bit, though. Wait, what do you mean, Agent Reaper? What's wrong, dude? And yes, Pickle, no, I don't really go into party chats on streams, though, Jesse. I can talk to you afterwards, though. Everything okay, Agent Reaper? Well, Agent Reaper, if you need to talk to me anytime, just message me on PlayStation. I hope that everything's okay with you. And Agent Reaper, I appreciate the super chats, but you don't have to super chat me every time you comment. I can try to find your comments. I do appreciate it though, dude. Oh, let me invite a few more people. Okay, Agent Reaper, it's the same PSN. Okay, okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, Brandon. You've got such a great heart. Well, thank you, dude. Are you online, Pickle? I don't see you on Red Dead, though.
do? Them clothes make you look like a fool. Where the hell was he?
Well, Agent Reaper, I hope that everything's okay. And again, if you need to talk, I can talk to you after the stream. Are you still here, Agent Reaper? Is everything okay? Pickle, are you appearing offline? If you're appearing offline, I can't invite you on Red Dead. Thank you, Naomi. Do you agree that a good paying job should be available to everyone? Everyone, not just those with a college degree, and that a 4-year degree doesn't equate to being more skilled. The unfortunate thing, I'll talk about that, Aaron, is that a lot of people think that education equals, you know, smarts, which isn't necessarily true. They think that because somebody's more educated that they're smarter. It's not always the case. But I will say, unfortunately, society looks heavily down on people that don't have college degrees. And the thing is, though, is I don't know where this, you know, this toxic college culture came from. I don't know where it came from, because it was like decades ago in America. If you didn't have a college degree decades ago in America, people wouldn't look at you like you were an idiot. But like now these days, it's like if you don't have a college degree, people look at you like you're an idiot. And I don't know where that toxic college culture came from. I don't know how that happened. But it was even when I was in high school, before we even were going to college, a lot of the kids in high school were acting like if you don't go to college, that you're going to be like an idiot or something. And and this Monday we should chat on PSN. Okay. We can also chat later tonight or on Saturday, Agent Reaper. Up to you, man, whenever you want. I'm sorry about your friend. You have my condolences, dude. Again, if you need to talk, just message me on PlayStation. We can talk. I will invite you, Pickle. Hold on one second. Brandon and Pickle, are you guys full on posses? I think you guys have to leave one of your active posses because I can't invite you guys. Are apprenticeships popular in the US? What, where you learn like a trade? Yeah, I would say somewhat. Oh, okay, Brandon. Also forgot to hit the like button before I left. Thank you, Equestrian. Well, thank you, Tristan. I think the media would go crazy if they made a game like Kane and Lynch today, yeah. Or they remastered it too. Did you leave your active posse? Okay, he did. I did hear about that. James Earl Jones, right? I heard about it. He passed away the other day. Okay, Agent Reaper, I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it a little bit later, and I'll message you later. Thank you for the super chat. I did see the teaser for Mafia: The Old Country. But about the whole college thing, guys, I'll be making a video later this month giving my thoughts on whether college is worth it or not, and I'll be looking at both arguments and giving my honest opinion on it. University gives you a great breadth and depth of knowledge. At 22, I was more skilled than most people I encountered. Yeah, but here's the thing: is that just because somebody doesn't have a college education doesn't mean that they're going to be less skilled than somebody that does have a college education, Emily. College is useful for some skills and useless for others. I would agree with you on that, Atomic, yeah. Detroit Become Human? Yeah, I could give that game a chance one day. I actually have that game. I didn't get into college because of my grades. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, RW. But I wouldn't give up hope if you do want to go into college. There are programs that you could take to get into a lot of colleges. iZonzo, yes, I'll do an iZonzo stream one day. Trade school is a great school, yes. Imagine selling a console for $700 and forgetting the disk drive, yep. Pro, did you have to take useless classes in college? Yes, I did. The Elsa Gate controversy, what's that, Francisco? Do I think the E3 demo was one of the worst things that happened to Watch Dogs 1? I mean, Ubisoft overpromised, underdeveloped with that one. I think that I think the E3 demo. The thing is, even a lot of PS5 games don't even look like that, like what they show with the Watch Dogs demo. So it's you know, it's been over 10 years later, and there's a lot of games today that still don't look like that. There's so many good questions in here that Pearl doesn't see. I'm trying to read as much of the chat as I can. When's the next GTA lore video about Claude pissing off all the gangs in GTA 3? Yeah, I could do one on that. That could be my next lore video. It could be on all the gangs that Claude pissed off, actually. Pro answers more questions than any politician. Thank you, dude. I remember in high school, people would say that if you don't go to college, you'll be a failure in life. That made me mad when people say that to your face. Oh, yeah. And honestly, the thing is, it's everybody's choice what they want to do with their life. And if somebody doesn't want to go to college, they don't want to go to college. The thing is, though, is I will tell you this: the person who calls you an idiot for not going to college, you can laugh at that person when they're in debt and you're not. That's what I'll say about that. I'm not trying to sound like a scumbag or something when I say that, but it's like a lot of times these guys will like say that, you know, people that don't go to college are idiots, but then meanwhile they have like, you know, loans that last for, you know, how many number of years, and they're constantly in debt. The Fool's Gold one. I guess we could give it a try. Yeah. I have beat Metal Gear Solid 2. That was the only Metal Gear Solid game I beat. Yeah, what's up, Keyshawn? If Martin Luther King Jr. was still alive, would he help other citizens that are losing their human rights in communist countries? He would speak up for people that are losing their rights in, you know, every country around the world. You know, we lost JFK in the 60s, and we also lost Martin Luther King as, like, you know, two great guys that that would have you know, done so much good for America. Forget that cactuses are bulletproof in this one. Well, I definitely did a lot of damage to him there. What the? What was that? Okay, I don't know how he did that so quickly like that, but... Yeah, this is a free mode event. This is Fool's Gold. Wow. Yeah. This is what I mean though, is this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes stuff like this happens. Shot him twice with the Springfield rifle, the express rounds too, and then just one shot like that to your head and you're dead. What? How? Damn. Oh, come on. No, 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 don't. Incendiary rounds. Oh my god. Yeah, sweats. No, I never really played the Mass Effect games, but I know them. Guys, grab the other armor quickly. Damn, okay. Oh, great. Yep. I'm second place here, at least. What? Okay. Ah, great. Yep. Everyone spawned behind me. What? Yeah, these cactuses are like literally bulletproof. Yeah. I hate how the cactuses are like bulletproof in this game. Good shot, Brandon. There we go. Okay. It wasn't that match wasn't that bad. What do you mean, Orion? 45 kills and 3 deaths. My God. Somebody plays the game too much. Oh, that's creepy, Francisco. What do you mean, what option in GTA 5 would I choose? And can I speak Polish? Yes. Oh, I can talk to you once, in like an hour, Jesse, probably. I don't really talk on the streams, though, Pickle. Well, in Party Chat on the streams. Would I choose to kill Michael, Trevor, Frank, or save both? Save both, because the people that were going after, like, Michael and Trevor were actually worse than Michael and Trevor. Not yet, Farham, but I will. If I were in charge of programs like Family Guy and other programs, would I take some risks and poke the Beehive a bit? If I was in charge of Family Guy, it'd be like South Park, you know, making fun of everything. That's the thing about South Park, is it makes fun of everything equally. I think it's disgusting what he did, Ruan, and he's, I know he's trying to come back now, but it's just disgusting what he did. I don't really want to talk about him. Are you guys joining the posse? A more random question, but where were you on 9/11? A few days late, but I thought I would ask. That day, my mom didn't wake me up to go to school that day because she usually wakes me up, and that day she didn't wake me up, and I woke up, and I saw my mom in the living room watching the TV, and at that time, I didn't understand what was going on. I wasn't able to fully, comprehend it when I was a child. But I remember so many streets being blocked off in New York, like the rubble, a lot of places. I remember people even wore masks because of all the rubble, too. Thank you, somebody, 32. Brandon in general, are you guys rejoining the posse? Your camp's almost ready for a sale? Okay. Armadillo at night in the rain always looks so nice, don't you guys think so? Brandon, start up your posse, I'll just join you. I did try to, find that the other day, Menace, but I wasn't able to find anything on it. Gun spinning? How do I do the gun spinning animation in this game again? Bro, question about the TV show NCIS. Why is it so unrealistic given your background in law enforcement technologies? I mean, the show is popular. Well, again, I didn't serve in law enforcement. I graduated with a degree in law enforcement, but the reason that, like, shows like NCIS are, like, really unrealistic is because how quickly they find the person, when in reality it's like, it takes sometimes weeks to catch a person, months, even years. These, ridiculous situations that they have in this show, like, you know, situations that would, like, never happen. I would say the way they collect evidence in these TV shows is probably the most unrealistic way. The way they collect evidence, because in real life, what happens is when law enforcement are collecting evidence in real life, what they will do is they have a guy, like the most realistic game that I've seen that covers like you know, evidence retrieval. It's still kind of unrealistic, but it's LA Noire. Because in LA Noire, a lot of times when Cole shows up at a crime scene, the crime scene investigators have already been there. And the really unrealistic thing about LA Noire is when Cole picks up the evidence himself and gets his fingerprints on it. But the one thing that is realistic about the crime scenes in LA Noire is you see those guys, the cameras walking around, like, taking pictures. That is very realistic, because in real life, what law enforcement does when they find a piece of evidence, they take a minimum of 2 pictures of where that evidence is, and they document it, and they write it down where they found the evidence, and they put the pictures with it. And what they do is they take the evidence, they bag the evidence, and then they create a chain of custody form. A chain of custody form is basically every single time somebody has to access the evidence, whether it's, you know, a lawyer, prosecutor, you know, detective, there's a record. So every single person that comes in contact with that evidence, there is a record of that. So it's basically kind of like a receipt of everybody that comes in contact with that evidence and for how long. And that's basically to make sure that the evidence isn't tampered with. It's like a safeguard to keep it from being tampered. Brandon, I joined your posse, hang on, can you invite Pickle also? Pickle is friendly. Can you invite Pickle, Brandon? He's friendly. Do you prefer the 2D or 3D Ace Attorney? I think I kind of prefer 2D more. I kind of like more of the anime stuff more. Oh, Pickle has to lose one of, remove one of your posses. Okay. Yeah, Misadventures of Tron Bonne was a great game, and I love the original Mega Man Legends games. I want to replay them one day, Caleb. Apparently, the cholera outbreak was supposed to happen in 1899 when Rockstar planned New Austin to be accessible for Arthur. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Knower, for the super chat. But yeah. So you know, that was a horrible disease back then. They didn't really have any treatment for it. That's cholera. That's a bacteria. That's not a virus. I'm pretty sure it's a bacteria. Do autopsies show how the crime or murder was committed? What do you mean? The autopsy basically, what the autopsy is, the autopsy tells you how the person died and the time of death, the estimated time of death. That's what the autopsy is generally. What did I think of GTA Chinatown War Story? It was good. It was decent. I liked it too. I can't believe it's been a year and a half since I played that game. A year and a half. Crazy. I do want to play GTA Advance one day. I know it takes place before GTA 3. It's in the same universe as GTA 3, so I do want to play it one day. I just don't know how I'll record it. How do I record that? But Yeah, 2024 is almost over. September, October, November, December. We're already halfway through September. So we got basically 3.5 months left of the year. Wait, what do you mean, Francisco? My favorite Mario Party games? I don't think I really had one. I don't even remember the Mario Party games that well. I remember I played those like on GameCube at like friends' houses, but I never really got into them. How does one overcome anxiety? And anxiety, that means like really bad stress. That's what it is, right? I just wanna, let me just Google anxiety definition. I think it's like really bad stress, right? I just wanna be sure. A feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or something with an uncertain outcome. Well, I would say that, if I'm going through something really stressful, right? If I'm dealing with something really stressful, how I usually like to deal with situations like that is that I like to talk to, you know, close friends of mine. I like to talk to close friends of mine and also like do activities that I typically enjoy just to keep my mind off of the stressful stuff. That's typically what I like to do. So chances are you probably have like a, you know, really good friend that you can reach out to and talk to them. And the thing is, though, is that, what a lot of people don't know is that your best friends oftentimes know you better than your family. So that's the thing is, so oftentimes like best friends, they know their friend's you know, their best friend's personality, you know, even better than their close family. Because there's a lot of times there are things that like a best friend will tell to their other best friend that they won't necessarily tell to their close family. So that's I'll say that sometimes your best friends know you better than your family. Hey, Eastwolf. Hey, Big Han. Worst game I played? The worst game I ever played, that would have to be, probably Brink, yeah. I will see how Dead Rising, the remake comes out. What I'm really concerned with the Dead Rising remake is I'm really concerned with the censorship. That's what I'm really concerned with. Have I seen Grandpa Gaming? No, I haven't. Thank you, Zach, for the super chat. Wait, what's wrong, Orion? What do you mean? I'm sorry I didn't see your comment earlier, Orion. I apologize. Thank you, Mr. Nowhere, for the super chat, too. Yeah, I heard they're making a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Favorite desk in LA Noire? Probably Traffic, because Traffic has the most amount of, like, cases where it's, like, Homicide is, it's all linked to one big case in Homicide. Did you say that Abraham Lincoln was racist when he was younger, but his viewpoint changed during the Civil War when he took office? Abraham Lincoln was a pretty racist guy growing up, and when he became president, he was also a pretty racist guy. But he did start to change some of his views later into his presidency, and what made him change a lot of his views is I'm trying to remember which city it was, but there was like there was a southern city that the Union took. And the southern city that they took, Lincoln had come into the city, and he'd come into the city with soldiers. And when he came into the city, there was so many freed slaves that were thanking him for, you know, liberating them. And at that point, Lincoln started changing a lot of his views. So he stopped being a little, you know, less racist. he probably, you know, still was a bit racist when he died. But the thing I will say about Lincoln is the vast majority of people were racist in that time period. But I will also say this about him, is that there is different levels of racism. Like, the level of racism that Lincoln had is, like, nowhere near the level of racism that, like, the Confederate leaders had, for example. Like, Jefferson Davis was, like, 10 times more racist than Lincoln was. That was the president of the Confederacy. So, was Lincoln racist? Yes. But there was, you know, way worse people than him. Thank you, Naomi Garcia, for the super chat. The most disappointing ending 2013 is Call of Duty Ghost. Well, Call of Duty Ghost was not a, you know, the ending to Call of Duty Ghost was not a bad ending, but it was the fact that they didn't get a sequel. That's what made the ending so bad, because it left off on a cliffhanger with no ending. How racist was he? What did he believe in? Well, Lincoln opposed slavery. He did oppose slavery, but even though he opposed slavery, he said also, Lincoln made a statement in which he said that if he could preserve the Union without freeing one slave, he would do it. So Lincoln's main focus was on preserving the Union. And Lincoln also wanted to deport a lot of African Americans to Africa. So that's what Lincoln wanted to do also. So he was a bit racist when he took office, but he did start changing a lot of his views later into his presidency. But, you know, Lincoln, like I said, is, you know, was Lincoln a racist guy? Sure. But he was still, you know, one of the best presidents that we had. You know, he defeated the Confederacy. You know, he ended the Civil War. You know, he abolished slavery. Well, Zach, I think the moral lesson in BioShock is that there are limits. I think that's what the moral lesson is in BioShock, because Andrew Ryan believed that there was no limits, that there should be, you know, no laws, and that's ultimately what was Rapture's, you know, downfall. It descended into absolute chaos and madness. You missed my chat. Oh, thank you, Naomi. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me look. I'm sorry if I missed your super chat. Wait, Naomi, I don't think I missed your super chat. I talked about Call of Duty Ghosts earlier. You said that Call of Duty Ghosts was the most, you know, disappointing game. I said that, that Call of Duty Ghosts, wasn't that bad of an ending if it got a sequel. But because it didn't get a sequel, the ending was bad. I don't think there's ever, like, a limit to lore videos that you can make, because there's just so much lore content you can make on so many different characters and backstories. I don't think there would really be an amount that I could really, And the thing is, though, when I make lore videos, there are so many topics I could cover, but what I want to do is I typically want to cover topics that people don't know that much about. Stuff that people, like, you know, aren't that familiar with in the GTA lore. So that's, like, typically the lore content that I want to, like, cover. Like, for example, the video that I did, like, why does Dimitri betray Nico, the real reason, that video has, like, nearly 1 million views. And the other video was, like, why did Big Smoke betray, you know, CJ? Was he forced? That video has almost 1 million views now, too. So it's, like, you know, explaining stuff that people don't know that much about is typically what I've noticed is, like, the most, you know, popular stuff. It's, like, things that people confuse people about the story, things that people, like, you know, don't fully understand about the characters, that I've noticed is, you know, clarifying that and clearing up a lot of confusions about those characters and, you know, their personalities, their backstories, explaining their perspectives, you know, why they do the thing they do, is typically the most popular type of content. I'm gonna eventually do a video, why does Lance betray Tommy, the real reason, and I think that video is gonna be pretty popular too. So that's eventually a video I'm gonna make. Yeah, that one too, Matthew. Wait, you did? Oops, sorry. No, it's okay, Naomi. Naomi, you don't have to apologize. It's fine. Wait, what do they mean by that, Gunner? No, I haven't gotten the chance, Tristan. Yeah, a lot of people made double money on the MC businesses. Had joined general? Okay. Hold on. Okay, that's fine, Jesse. You know, what I will say about Churchill is Churchill was an important leader in helping to defeat, you know, Hitler. If Churchill was not the leader of, you know, the Prime Minister of Britain at that time, would the Allies have been able to defeat Hitler? Maybe, maybe not, we don't know. He was a very effective leader during World War II, that is true. But Churchill also did do bad things also. You know, two really bad things that Churchill did is one thing that he did was that Poland, for example, he made all these promises to Poland, and then like in 1944 he basically broke off diplomatic relations with like the Polish government in exile, and so he didn't recognize them anymore. And basically that screwed over the Polish government in exile, and then Stalin basically created his puppet government, and a lot of Polish people felt like Churchill had betrayed them. So that's why a lot of Polish people hate Churchill for that, because they feel like Churchill had betrayed Poland, because he sold, you know, a lot of people think that he sold Poland out to the Soviets. And then the other thing is, I know a lot of Indian people I know really don't like Churchill too, because I didn't know about this until recently, but there was a really bad famine that happened in India, and a lot of people in India blame Churchill for causing that famine. So Churchill was an effective leader during World War II. He did, you know, help to defeat the Nazis, and he deserves credit for that. But he also did do, you know, bad things at times too. You know, if you compare like Churchill to like Stalin, for example, Churchill is nowhere near as bad as Stalin, but he did do, you know, some bad things too. Pro, do you have any knowledge of Freemasonry? If so, do you think they operate within the U.S. government? No, I don't believe those conspiracies. And the thing is, though, is that here's the thing: is a lot of the American founding fathers, you know, were part of like Freemason lodges, but there is no like, you know, conspiracy theory or anything like that to like rule over, like people oftentimes think that there's like some Freemason plot to like take over the world, but a lot of the people that were Freemasons and were in power advocated freedom of speech. They advocated, you know, free market. You know, they advocated freedom of association, freedom of religion. So, you know, they were skeptical of government. They believed that the average common citizen should have more power in the government. I'm not, you know, defending Freemasonry. What I'm just saying is, like, a lot of the American founding fathers that were associated with Freemasons, you know, believed in a lot of things that would give people the individual freedom. And so, like, people come up with these conspiracy theories that, like, the American founding fathers wanted some kind of, like, new world order or something like that. It's just not true. If the American founding fathers wanted a dictatorship, what they could have done is George Washington could have become dictator right after the American Revolutionary War, because George Washington was so powerful that if he had chosen to appoint himself president for life, nobody would have stopped him after the Revolutionary War. That's how popular he was. He was so popular, he was so loved by the country, but he resigned his commission. You know, he stepped down from power. So that's what I'll say about that. Is you know, I don't necessarily believe those conspiracies that, like, there's Freemasons that are, like, controlling the world. It's just, I think it's a bunch of nonsense. The thing I will say about that is you can make the argument that there's, like, these really powerful billionaires and corporations that, like, you know, control the world. But to say that, like, there's, you know, this, you know, conspiracy of, like, this, you know, secret group of men that are, like, meeting up and they're, like, you know, plotting everything. No, you know, I don't believe that. Favorite era of history, the French Revolution. Pro, do you live in New York City? No, I grew up there, but I don't live there anymore. I don't know much about him, Gunner. Okay, I'll help General Cell. Why did the Minutemen and the Brotherhood of Steel make an alliance? I actually never did that ending where the Brotherhood of Steel and the Minutemen make an alliance. I would have to, I have to replay Fallout to do that once. What part of New York City am I from? I'm from Brooklyn, but I grew up most of my life in Queens, or half of my life in Queens, as I say. Favorite Medal of Honor game? I think Frontline. Did I develop the New York accent? I mean, I don't know. Do people think I have a New York accent? Some people think I do. Some people think I don't. But I did grow up with people that had like more thicker New York accents than me. There was like people that like, hey, how you doing? Like I grew up with people like that talked like that. But the thing I will say about that is one of the reasons that maybe I didn't develop an accent like that is because I spoke Polish to my parents at home a lot of times, and so maybe that's the reason I didn't develop like a you know, a really strong New York accent. But also, I will tell you guys something. Do you know what the #1 false thing about New York accents that people don't know? Is that people think that like the New York accents, that only Italian New Yorkers talk like that. That's what they think. And I will tell you that that is not true at all. There was this one kid I went to middle school with, and his parents were from Russia, and he grew up in New York. He was born in New York. And you know how he talked? He talked like this. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? That's exactly how he talked. He's not even 1% Italian. You know, he was, you know, Slavic. That was his background. You know, Russian Slavic. And so there's so basically people think that like for some reason that just Italian New Yorkers talk like that, but no, there are plenty of New Yorkers that talk like that that are not you know, Italian. No, I can't write well in Polish. I write terrible. I know that it's never going to happen, but what are the ways that Disney can sell Star Wars? I don't think there really is, Mr. Jesus. Yeah, I don't think there really is. Yeah, there is a possibility between I think there is a Minutemen and a Brotherhood of Steel ending, but how is my Spanish now? A little bit better. It's still, I haven't really learned any new words. We're still going after the same, we're still, you know, it's still covering the same lessons. What happened here? Oh, yeah, I gotta watch the wagon, yeah. Milosevic? Wait, isn't Milosevic, I think I know, isn't that Serbian dictator, I think? Yeah, he was the leader of Serbia during the Yugoslavian wars. That guy, I'm pretty sure, was responsible for a lot of atrocities in the Yugoslavian wars. Is repossession a scam? What do you mean, Assassin Wolf? What do you mean by repossession? Can you explain a little bit more? Oh no, my chat froze, guys. Okay, hopefully it unfreezes any moment here. Sometimes this happens. Okay, chat unfroze. Okay, there we go. How powerful was Al Capone in the Chicago outfit? Well, they basically ruled Chicago at that, when, you know, in the 20s. You know, after the, once the North Side gang was, eliminated, is Al Capone didn't really have that much rivals, but the police started going after him because of the Valentine's Day Massacre at that point. Repossessing cars? Can you explain a little bit more to me, Assassin Wolf? What do you mean, are you talking about, like, tow truck companies? And wait, Snake, was I right on that? That was the leader of Serbia, right? Oh, what's it called? A menace? Okay, is repossessing cars a scam? Yes and no. It depends on really for what reason. I will say though that I will say that what is it? If somebody pays for like a car, right, and they don't make their monthly payments, the dealership has the right to repossess the car if they're not making their monthly payments. So, you know, there's not really a scam there. However, though, there are tow truck companies that are scams, and like I'll give you like a perfect example. Like there are for example, what a lot of people do in New York, and they really shouldn't do this in New York. But basically what people do in New York a lot of times is they will, because there's like no parking anywhere, that they will drop people off. So they'll get out of the car really quick. They'll like run into a building, like, you know, get something and then get right out. It's like, we're talking like less than a minute. So like a lot of times people will do that. They'll stop in the middle of the street and they'll like run into like a building just to get something, and they'll run right back out because there's like no parking anywhere, because they have to get something from the building. And what happens is there are tow truck companies that like know those locations, like those really busy locations, and they will just hide there and they'll wait till somebody does that, and then they'll just instantly take their car. So like there are tow truck companies that like sit in like specific places and just wait for people, and that I would argue is a scam. That's what I would say is. Disney changing the Force name? What? Disney changed the name of the Force? What? You tell me you're joking. What? Yeah, maybe one day I'll make a video on that, Golden. Boss's punishment is the name. Okay, don't... Okay, Menace, Uncle Kenny from Chinatown Wars is probably the worst. Were you in a Chevrolet Caprice? No. I think you'll like the Borderlands franchise. Oh, there's like evil corporations that you fight? Okay. I'm sorry your stream bugged out. It's okay, dude. There's a new World War II game called 63 Days. It's set in Warsaw, and I think you'll like it. You can play the demo right now on PlayStation. Actually, Katos, I've actually already played the demo. I have. So I've already played it. I actually played their other game. They have another game called War Mongrels, and 63 Days takes place in the same universe as War Mongrels. But basically is 63 Days looks like it's going to be a good game. The story is good, and I will tell you, the best experience that you can have when you play 63 Days is to turn on Polish with English subtitles, because the game takes place in Poland, but they have like the developers, because they're Polish, they have like all the characters voiced in Polish with English as subtitles, and that's like the best way to play the game. Like the Polish voice actors sound so much better than the English voice actors. But about 63 Days is 63 Days is a very hard game. Like even if you play 63 Days on the easier difficulties, that game is very hard. You die in only one bullet. Yeah, the game is so hard. What's the most disturbing movie I've ever watched? The most disturbing movie that I've ever watched, it has to be a tie. It has to be a tie between two movies. And the two movies that it's a tie between is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, which is a movie about the Holocaust during World War II, and the movie in that, the ending in that movie is one of the most disturbing like movie endings that I've ever seen, ever. Like if anybody's watched The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, you know what I'm talking about when I say the ending is extremely disturbing. And the other movie that is as equally as disturbing as that one is it's a British-Chinese movie called City of Life and Death, and it's about the Japanese occupation of Nanjing, China. And the Japanese in that movie are just committing like horrible atrocities against people. There's one scene in the movie where a Japanese soldier takes a Chinese baby, and just throws it off a roof. That movie was just so gruesome and just so violent. It was one of the most disturbing movies I've seen. But stuff like that did happen. It was the Nanjing Massacre, where Imperial Japan killed 200,000 people in 2 weeks. So those are the two most disturbing movies I watched: City of Life and Death, and The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Favorite Western movie? I don't know. I haven't really watched that many Western movies. I will tell you, I have started watching like a Western TV show on my PlayStation on Pluto TV. There's this Western TV show that came out in like the 1990s, and it was called Young Riders, and that one was a pretty good TV show. My birthday's today. Well, happy birthday, Hatsune. Professional, you didn't answer my question. What's your question, Francisco? Am I gonna buy the PS5 Pro? That depends on you guys. It depends on if you guys want me to. buy the PS5 Pro and do like a video, like a review on it, like I'll do it. If you guys don't want me to, I won't buy it. So it's ultimately you guys are the ones who are gonna decide that. I'm probably gonna make a poll. I'll probably make a poll, and I'll probably just ask people in the poll, like, do you guys want me to, do a review on the PS5 Pro, and yes or no, and whatever, that poll ends with, the most, votes, I'll do whatever, if either yes or no, so. You need the Pro. Oh, man. Make it a poll. Yeah, I'll probably make it a poll this weekend, and I'll ask people if they want me to do a review on it. I'll probably do that. But, do you know one thing that I've noticed that people aren't talking about? The PS5 Pro is $700, right? So, get this. Imagine the scalpers. The scalpers are gonna buy up the PS5 Pro and they're gonna sell it for $1,000. I guarantee you that's gonna happen. The scalpers are gonna, mass buy it up, and they're gonna start reselling it for $1,000. Furio, give me $1,000. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, Brandon. I've been really busy with a lot of stuff lately. I do apologize for that. Brandon, the next time you're gonna be streaming Generation Zero, just tell me and I will share your stream. Hey Pat, PS6 1,200 scalpers. Yeah, that's PlayStation 6, I can't imagine. Yeah, that's still gonna be years from now. But like, how the PS3, the PS1 came out. No, the PS2 came out in, what was it, 2000, right? It was 2000, I think it was, when the PS2 came out. Pretty sure it was 2000. And PS3 came out in 2006, and then PS4 came out in 2013. PS5 came out in 2020. So that means that PS6 is probably gonna come out like 3-4 years from now. Hey Pro, hope you're doing good. For the GT Online stream on Sunday, are you gonna do the usual or are you gonna do a special challenge? I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's the crates, right? It's double money on crates. That's what it is. DHC. Do I think Disney changing the name of the Force because it's insensitive was a stupid idea? Wait, Francisco, are you still here? I'm sorry I didn't see your comment earlier. Can you explain to me what you mean? What do you mean? What did they change the name of the Force to? What is it called now? There's a legit app called Newegg, unlike eBay. That's why I bought PS5 Slim and Xbox Series X. And what is this app exactly, Naomi? What is this, like a different eBay? I'm a bit confused. You don't have to super chat me again. Can you just make another comment explaining what it is? How long is Fallout 3? Oh, Fallout 3 will only have 2 more parts left. There's only 2 parts left of Fallout 3. PS1 came out in what year did PS1 came out? 1994, 1995? What year was it? PS1? Why were they filming them? Oh, the reason they were filming them is so that Shang-Chi could watch it, because Shang-Chi wanted to watch it. 95, okay, yeah. Yes, but also pizza deliveries are paying double along with a 5-minute cooldown instead of a 48 minutes per location. Pizza deliveries are paying double with a 5-minute cooldown, huh? Maybe we'll do something for that specifically, DHC. We might do something ridiculous for that. Yeah, I'm thinking of something now. I'll have to experiment with the pizza deliveries and see how much they pay, and then we can maybe make something with that. It's definitely not gonna be $1 million, because if I do $1 million with just pizza, that's gonna take me like 10 hours or so. That's not healthy. I'll try to make a more realistic goal for that. Good night, Pro. Don't forget to add me. I'll add you later tonight, Kenny. Thank you for the super chat. Am I gonna play the Fallout 3 DLCs? Yes, but I will come back to those a little bit later. We're gonna just finish up the main quest first. Oh, congratulations, General. Do you know it costs $8 to buy a single damn Whopper Jr. at Burger King here in California? That's ridiculous. No, that's ridiculous. The amount that they're because that's one of the pros of like these fast food joints is that you get to eat for cheap. But now it's like look at what inflation has done. Yeah, I'll do poker, Brandon. Maybe I'll do a reaction to the gameplay, Phoenix. Thanks for adding me back on PlayStation earlier, by the way. No problem, dude. Wait, what was your... Wait. Did I add you? What was your PSN? I'm sorry, I'm just losing my track of thought. I just have like 2,000 people added, so it's just hard for me to just keep track of who everyone is on PlayStation. At this point, the script is nearly complete, and thankfully, I think I've established a roadmap on how I want this to play out from now till we drop it. Yep. And thank you for the super chat, Blinded Eagle. I'm gonna help you with that. I'm gonna help you with that on like Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, I'll be more free because I'm just finishing up a GTA video that I got, a top 10, and just finishing up Fallout 3. And once that's done, I'll have a lot of time to help you finish the script before October. Blinded Eagle. Okay.
Hello? I still think that's better than those tea gowns from Fanny Lopez.
When am I gonna do more videos pissing off scammers? The thing is, I would have to find the scammer first, because it's like, coming in contact with, like, the scammer, finding the scammer's phone number. Okay, Agent, we could chat probably right after the stream. Were there any battles in the Cold War? Well, the Cold War had proxy wars. That's what it had. What do I feel if Disney changed the name of the Force? That'd be stupid. What happens if the government defunds the FBI? Well, I don't think that's gonna happen, Isaiah. Hi, Justin. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do the pizza delivery missions off stream for like an hour and just do an experiment just to see how much money I can make from them in like an hour, and then just after that I can probably create a goal. have an ace high straight. Oh, I do, right. Okay. Patty, you know I made Ned Luke say I'm Frank West, I covered wars, you know? The thing is, Ned Luke does sound like a guy that would do a really good job playing Frank West. He kind of looks like him too, so it's what made the Spanish Civil War so brutal is the fact that there were so many countries involved in it and supplying weapons. The Soviet Union was supporting the Republican side. Nazi Germany was supporting the nationalists. So, like, it was like Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union just made the Spanish Civil War just so much more deadly. No, I've never done a Dead Rising 2 playthrough. Oh, come on, raise, come on, raise. Oh, come on, folding, oh, come on. Okay, come on, raise. There we go. Okay, come on, raise two. There we go. Oh, wow, look at this. Look at these cards, guys. Look at this, what I have right now. Look at this. They're gonna lose. I can't believe he went in with that. Have you heard about the case of John Favara? No, I haven't, General's Alert. What was that about? What's your question, Jesse? Are you gonna do more LA Noire lore videos? I could. I got good cards again. Damn, no pears still. Okay. Warhammer 40,000. I never played that game. Oh, John Favara accidentally ran over and killed John Gotti's 12-year-old son in the 1980s. Disappeared a few months later. Yes, I know about that. That case I know about. I didn't know the guy's name, but I know about that. Yep. The vaults in Borderlands are most sought-after thing, huh? Wow, I won that hand. I should have started betting more, but nobody had a pair. I find it hard to believe that nobody had a pair. Not one person had a pair there. Seriously, really? Do I watch Michael Franchise? Yeah, I've seen him before. He was a former mafia captain. I am from New York. How can you tell? Favorite restaurant in New York City? I don't have one. I don't eat out a lot. Yeah, these cards suck. I'm folding. I will say this though. When I lived with my family in New York, I had food, even though I didn't eat at the restaurants, I had foods from some pretty expensive restaurants. Like I had really expensive like steak and like sushi and, you know, stuff like expensive sushi, expensive steaks and, you know, stuff like that. And I would microwave it a lot of times or cook it. But you guys are probably, and I got this stuff for free, like these expensive steaks and this expensive sushi. And you're probably wondering how. Basically, my mom, she works in Manhattan as a cleaner in like CEO offices. So my mom goes around like offices for like CEOs, offices for like multimillionaires, and she cleans their offices. And what happens is whenever the CEOs have like a meeting, they order food a lot of times, and a lot of times they don't even touch the food. So like they order too much food and they don't eat it. And so because of that, my mom had for like so many years has just brought home so much food from like that these millionaires eat, from like, you know, expensive like, you know, steak, you know, expensive sushi, you know, expensive sandwiches, you know, all this stuff. And I will tell you though, I've had like really expensive New York steak, and to me it tastes no different than like a supermarket steak. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm not a chef, you know, I'm not a food critic, but like to me it just, there was like no difference. So like I was like, I ate that stuff and I was like thinking to myself, this is what rich people eat? It's like, you know, why exactly? This is like, you know, this is no different than what you eat in the supermarket. This is like, you know, it's so expensive. But the most ridiculous food that my mom ever brought home, the most craziest food she ever brought home was, she brought home one day, like 10 boxes of pizza, like large boxes of pizza. We're talking large boxes, 10 of them, 10. And they were all sealed. They weren't even like, you know, opened. And it was like, what the hell? It's like, you know, where did my mom get all this pizza from? And basically how she got all that pizza is, what happened is the CEOs had a meeting and they canceled the meeting. So the meeting got canceled at the last moment, and they ordered like so much pizza and they didn't eat it. And so like all that they ordered like, and the 10 boxes of pizza wasn't the total amount. It was like 30 boxes or so, because there's like a lot of people at this meeting. But what ended up happening is a lot of the workers ended up taking, like a few workers took pizza boxes here or there. My mom ended up taking 10. And so I basically had like pizza for like a whole month in the fridge. And the thing is, I did get free pizza for a month, but it kind of pisses me off at the same time too. And the reason that it pisses me off is because that food was going to be thrown away. And my mom is not allowed to take that food, by the way. If she took that food, even though it's supposed to be thrown away, she could get fired. So she's not supposed to take that food. I don't know why the policy is like that. It's stupid. But she always like bags it so that nobody sees it. But, you know, what pisses me off about this whole situation is that there are like people who are starving, who like, you know, don't have, you know, enough food to eat. And like these millionaires, they just, you know, order so much food and they just waste it like that. That's just honestly just what pisses me off about stuff like that. I'll see you, Golden Stripes. Take care, man. Imagine like that you ordered like, you know, how many 30 boxes of pizza, and then your meeting gets canceled, so you just decide to throw it all out. That's why in court they say all rise? That means just stand up. Is it easy to learn poker? When you play it enough, you get the basics of it. I'm not even a poker expert. Basically, how poker works is you want to try to match the cards to the community cards. The community cards are the cards that are on the table, and you want to try to match it to have pairs, you know, triples. You could have like a straight, which is all the cards in like order, a numerical order, or you could have like a flush, which is like the same type of symbol that's on the cards. And then when you raise, people are supposed to match your bet, basically. You should do a crazy current events video on the family in the UK who got poisoned by an AI-generated foraging book that they bought on Amazon. Can't believe they allow shops like that on the platform. What? What, Gunner? Are they okay? Did they survive? What? An AI-generated foraging book? What's a foraging book? What do you mean, food book? What's foraging? Oh, we split the pot. We had the same cards. Oh, it's a book on finding edible wild plants. Oh. I think we did pretty good in this poker game. We're gonna leave here before we start losing money. Just sent you a message about it. Also, did you hear like 2 weeks ago about these hockey brothers who got killed by drunk drivers, and one of them was to be a dad? No, I didn't hear about that. That's horrible. That's horrible. I hope that guy who did that spends the rest of his life in jail. Remember, Pro, when you said AI is not a danger? Well, basically is, you know, I can't imagine that, like, AI was going to be making, like, you know, cookbooks or, like, telling books on, like, people, like, you know, books on, like, you know, what types of plants people are making. And I never said that AI wasn't a danger. What I basically said is I said that AI is not going to, like, turn into, like, robots like Terminator and start killing us. That's basically what I said. But what I said is that AI is the biggest threat that AI is to workers. That's the biggest threat that AI is, because AI will replace workers. So companies will fire tons of people. Tons of jobs that exist now are not going to exist in the future due to AI. You know what, one job that's very common right now and actually pays really well, but is not going to exist in the future anymore? Truckers. Truckers are like the heart and soul of America. That is probably like the most common job that's in the countryside. And with AI, what's going to happen is that these truckers are going to lose all their jobs to AI. So there's going to be AI-powered electric trucks that are just going to drive, and they're going to get rid of the truckers. So the truckers are going to get fired in the future. So that's what I'll say about AI, is that a lot of people are going to lose their jobs to AI. It's already happened to cashiers. Cashiers at stores are being replaced by AI. And so that's what's going to happen. So I never said that AI wasn't a danger. I just said that it's never going to go like Terminator style, where it's going to start killing people. But I never imagined that AI would make, like, you know, a book on, like, picking plants, or like a recipe book. So, like, you can't really blame me for that. Tony Soprano, I'm not running a popularity contest, true, Tony, but you need people to like you to continue to work with you and not rat on you. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, though, is that I would say that people need to be, that respect the boss. But, you know, if people don't respect the boss, the organization is going to have a lot of problems. And that's what I think is at the end of The Sopranos, nobody respected Tony. In Saints Row 3, I hate Shawnee's attitude. She needs to take a chill pill. Thank you, Agent Reaper. Thank you for the super chat. And I don't like Shaundi either in Saints Row 3. I liked her in Saints Row 2 much more. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know why they changed her so much in it. And in Saints Row 4, they even made fun of that they changed her so much. Did the Florida Joker stop asking Rockstar for money? Oh, that was months ago. He stopped asking them. I still want to do an interview with him, you know, basically get his like thoughts on the situation. But I'll have to try to figure out how to reach out to him because I don't really use social media. So I'll have to try to figure out a way to reach out to him. But eventually, I want to do an interview with him. And I don't want to. If he does accept to do an interview with me, I'll be fair to him. I'm not gonna be like rude to him or anything like that. But that I can imagine if I do an interview with him, like I can imagine people would make so many memes out of that. But let me see. Unit 731, that was that covert Japanese biological chemical weapons facility that was in Manchuria, China. The Japanese did horrible, you know, atrocities to civilians there. No, that's not realistic at all, Narco.
Hope your day's treated you well so far.
You know, I'm gonna look this up right now, Gunner. This what you told me about. I'm gonna look this up here. Let me look this up. UK, let's see, UK family poisoned AI book. Let's see. Poisoned AI book. Let's see here. My entire family was in the hospital. Family finds out mushroom book was AI generated. Oh my god. My god, it's like, you know, you'd think like a book telling people what mushrooms in like the forests are like safe to pick. You'd think that would be like carefully like researched and not done by AI.
The way that sheriff's running this town, you'd think we were all criminals.
I'll read more into this story though, but that's so ridiculous. I cannot believe that that's real. That's like something you could probably hear on The Onion. Like, I'm not making fun of this situation, but it's like, it's such a ridiculous, like, scenario that, like, you can only think of it on The Onion, but it was real. An AI, you know, book that tells people how to cook. Like, you know, imagine that. You know, that's, Did you hear about a UPS driver crashing his truck in extreme heat on the highway? I did hear about that, Phoenix, yes. It's sad that a lot of those trucks, they don't give the drivers air conditioning. They really deserve air conditioning. Maybe in a way, Assassin Wolf. But what Cole was most concerned with at the end of LA Noire is that Cole could not bring himself to go first. He had to let Kelso go first, because if Kelso would have let Cole go first, but Kelso would have died then, and Cole probably would not have been able to live with himself with that guilt, so he chose to sacrifice himself. That's ultimately what that final choice was about.
You know, it ain't easy running a store on your own, but I think I do a good job.
Think Philip Loren was killed way too early in Saints Row 3? Yes. 100%. He was killed way too early. It was stupid how they killed him off. It was dumb. Really dumb. Jesse, we need to cook. Okay, guys. I guess we'll be going here. Then I'll be wrapping up this stream. I will, this weekend, guys, I'm gonna have a top 10 video for you guys on GTA Online. It's gonna be, you know, top 10, most annoying types of players in GTA Online 2024. I think you guys are gonna really like it. So it's either going to be Saturday or Sunday. If it's not, if the GTA Online video does not come out tomorrow, it'll come out on Sunday. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this stream. Drop a like if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone.